Assalamualaikum, I am Shazwina Lida Najwa and my crewmates are Syed Afiq Muhaimin and Ahmad Nubahan. The topic of case study that we choose is oligopolistic competition among providers in the telecommunication industry. The case of Slovakia. What the introduction? In this presentation, we will embark on a journey to enhance and refine our grasp of how market concentration works in a specific type of competition in the Slovakia market. We are doing this by looking at the market share of operators, considering not only their profits and the number of customers they have, but also an important measure of how good their services are, like the networks they offer, the frequency they use, and the technology they employ. So then, what the definition? Oligopoly refers to a market structure characterized by a limited number of large and influential firms that dominate significant portion of the market. These firms interact and compete with each other, often leading to interdependence in their decision-making processes. Due to the relatively small number of players in the market, each firm action can significantly impact the others, leading to strategic behavior and complex interaction. For methodology, independent variable and dependent variable. Independent variable, their nature and extent of oligopolistic competition among telecommunication providers stand as the independent variable in this case study. Dependent variable, the underlying market dynamics and outcome within the Slovakia telecommunication industry represent the dependent variable in the case study. And next, I pass to Syed Afiq Muhaimin.
Thank you, Shazina. So now we move on to the hypothesis. So the first hypothesis, the HNL states there is no relationship between competitive strategies of providers and the revenue distribution in the Slovak industry, while the H1 states there is a relationship between competitive strategies of providers and the revenue distribution in the Slovak industry. The second hypothesis is the HNL states there is no relationship between the nature of competition among telecommunication providers and market concentration in the Slovak industry, while the H1 states there is a relationship between oligopolistic competition among telecommunication providers and the market concentration in the Slovak industry. So for the last hypothesis, states that there is no relationship between oligopolistic competition and customer-based trends in the Slovak industry, while the H1 states there is a relationship between oligopolistic competition and consumer-based trends in the Slovak industry. So next, we move on to the results finding based on this case study. As we can see, the CR2 and CR3 from 2013 to 2017. So the CR2 metric shows the combined market share of leading operators Orange and Slovak Telecom starting at 79% in 2013 and gradually reducing to about 70% in 2017. In the telecom market, initially three operators, which is Orange, Slovak Telecom and O2, had a CR3 index of 100 in 2015, which decreased to 97.56 in 2017 due to the entry of Swan as the fourth operator. Despite Swan's entry, existing operator didn't face major customer loss. Next, based on the final Hirschman Index HHI from 2013 to 2017, the data shows the decreasing numbers due to the increased competition after the fourth operator entered the market, which is the O2s. That growing mobile customer base also contribute to this decline. Despite the decrease, market concentration remained constantly high throughout the review period, matching established metrics based on the FTC and EU commissions. Notably, there were no significant year-to-year changes, although the HHI value stayed below 150 points. Based on the coefficient of variance table, it shows that the best conditions were in 2013 to 2015 with low variance. However, in 2016 had a significant fluctuations due to a new operator. The uneven market share distribution in customers and concentration can be represented by the Lorentz curve. Next, I'll pass to Nurkan.
I will present the next part of the presentation, which is discussion. Okay, first let's look at the concentration in the telecommunication industry. Oligopoly refers to a market structure dominated by a few large players. In Slovakia, this concentration has significant implication. The industry mainly controlled by a handful of key companies. They can impact on pricing, innovation, and competition. Moving on to the barriers to entry, these are factors that make it tough for new companies to enter the market. They can be strategic, economic, technical, or time-related. In Slovakia's telecom sector, this barrier hinder new players from joining the game. This raises a question about fairness and competition. The, the next one is the regulatory authority for electronic communication and postal service plays a crucial role in governing the telecommunication industry. They ensure fair practice, prevent anti-competitive behavior, and maintain a level playing field. Okay, next slide is suggestion. To address these challenges, we have some suggestion. The first one is reinforcing competition regulation. By implementing and enforcing rules that promote fair competition, we can prevent anti-competitive practice and ensure a healthier market. Second one is incentivizing new providers. This involves simplifying the licensing process and making it easier for newcomers to access the necessary resource like frequency spectrum. This would encourage more competition and innovation. And lastly, encouraging innovation. Beyond just pricing, we should promote new ideas and services in the industry. This can lead to a better option for consumers and a more dynamic market. Okay, next slide is conclusion. The telecommunication market in Slovakia is concentrated, but we can work toward a more competitive and diverse landscape. This aligns with Islamic economic values by promoting fairness, innovation, and consumer welfare. Regulatory measures that emphasize fairness and just outcome also resonate with Islamic finance principle. In summary, our analysis links Slovak telecom competition to Islamic economic values, promoting fairness, diversity, and ethical conduct. That's all from me, and thank you for your attention.